Our first project for this class will be a group project, the technical instructions. You'll be creating these instructions in a group of 2 to 4 people, and you can share files and communicate back and forth with each other through our course Communicate page. I know many people dislike group projects, and group projects can be particularly difficult in an online course such as this. The way this group project will work is that you will be responsible for communicating and working together to create this assignment. And then you will each prepare individually a memo in which you will discuss each group member's contribution to the project and assign each group member an evaluative number from 0 to 100. Your instructor will read each memo and take into consideration your individual contribution when assigning grades for this project. The reason why you're being asked to create a set of technical instructions is because preparing instructions in which you inform other people about some process or task that you know how to complete is a common requirement in many different professions. Writing technical instructions puts into play many of the technical writing considerations that we will cover in this course. You need to know how to balance text and visuals. You need to know how to use visuals that are effective and get across information that could not as effectively be gotten across through text alone. You need to know how to write text that is incredibly concise and easy to skim. Often when creating technical instructions, the reader will be going back and forth between the document and the task itself. So you need to have very easy guideposts so that when the reader returns to the document from completing step 3, step 4, whatever step, he or she can quickly and easily find his or her place and continue reading. So writing technical instructions is a valuable practice point to work on many of the things that we've been covering. In addition, collaboration is a very important skill. Because of the online nature of this class, we won't have much opportunity to work collaboratively. We'll do a little bit of that in the peer review workshops, but for the most part, our one chance to work collaboratively is going to be during this project. Just like all of the major assignments for this class, except for the proposal, your technical instructions should include a cover memo, which you all will write collaboratively, and then, of course, the instructions themselves. And the instructions themselves should be in an appropriate format for what you are writing the instructions about and who your intended audience is. For example, your instructions may be in the form of a video, if that would be appropriate for the rhetorical situation. Your instructions may be in the form of a brochure, of a poster, of a pamphlet, of a full little instruction booklet. You as a group need to determine what format these instructions should take and then create the instructions in that format. And then, as I said, because group projects can be difficult, your instructor needs from each of you individually a group evaluation memo in which you are going to tell me what each group member did on this project and assign a grade to each group member, including yourself, so that your instructor can determine who did what on the project and how to divvy up the grades fairly. Ideally, your instructor would like to give the same grade to each group member. However, if one group member does the bulk of the work and another group member does nothing, your grades will reflect that. As a group, you need to agree upon a procedure that you will discuss and instruct your reader how to complete. you should have roughly 5 to 6 sets of steps per group member. There are detailed instructions regarding the instructions themselves and the group evaluation memo in the assignment instructions. So please do read the assignment instructions themselves.